Music.
Unless Craig wants to sing, which.
Oh, the theme song for the next couple of months is staying alive. Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Oh, you gotta turn that down.
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you, honey. She's in here snapping at me.
All right, Jeff, I'm gonna sing your song into the show. Here it comes.
Get it, boy.
You're welcome. Can you hear that?
A little bit.
It doesn't work. I don't know where the mic is. Jeff came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked her way across the USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way. Shaved her legs, then he was a she. Jeff said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey, honey, take a walk on the wild side.
She said, do, 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 do.
That's good enough.
Do, 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 do.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome all my favorite people.
Michigan.
What's up, Michigan? Diamond, Craig, Sigmund Freud. Everybody in chat.
Oh, I heard Diamond singing.
Well, I know there's a few people on right now. I think Prepping's on. Liberty might be on. Hawk, I think's on. So don't feel obligated to be here. It's going to be quite boring. We're going to talk about what's in your prison wallet. It's like a Capital One commercial. So basic needs, we're going to get a basic list going of certain things we need. I'm not fully prepared. I think we can all say that we're going to go through a food shortage and other things. So we're all going to put a list together. I'm going to write things down. You guys get a pen and paper, write things down, make your own list. I think they're going to be a little different if you're in the South versus the North. I think that'll be the two biggest discrepancies. Out West will probably be same thing. I think it's North and South thing, not a East and West thing. So we'll see what happens. So basic needs, I got 4 basic needs I wrote down last night. Food and water, and then we're going to break all these down. Food and water, you're going to need shelter and protection. And you're probably going to need either heat or air, depending on what time. And then medicine, toiletries. And then I think we're also going to need continual food. Like if you get chickens or beef cattle or some type of food and water that's never going to end. That'd be ideal, right? So I'll set the scenario up for us. As of right now, the power just went out right now. So there's no internet, there's no power, no electricity. How you guys looking right now? I think I'd be all right for, as of right now, I think I'd be okay for maybe, I would say a month.
We have no meat.
We don't have any meat, but we got rice. We got like instant mashed potatoes. We got beans. So I think I'd be okay for a little bit. Now here in the next month, I'm gonna step it up quite a bit because I'm gonna get some chickens and I'll have more room to stock things up. But so that's the scenario right now. There's no internet. You can't get on your phone. You can't look anything up, and there's no electricity. So
Damn it, I lost internet.
We'll go
The
with
power's on it, Jeff. I can't see nothing, Jeff. Sorry.
lights are off, Craig. Lights are
Lights
off.
are off. You want to have a light close by, Jeff. When the power goes out, you need something nearby, or you're going to be running into stuff. Pitch black, Jeff.
Maybe just put a helmet on, Craig. Then if you run into things, that's fine.
I'd suggest a little light. A light.
That'd probably be better.
A light on your phone.
Flashlight or candle?
Yeah.
I've even gotten through the woods with just the light of my screen, Jeff.
Yeah. All right, Diamond. Where you at? If today, right now, power went out, no internet, nothing like that, how are you looking?
Well, first of all, after I scraped my granddaughter from the ceiling because she's had a meltdown because there is no internet. After that, I think I could do a couple of weeks. I don't think I'm a month. I'm a couple of weeks. I've got meat. I've got food for a few weeks. Some of the food might just be like, mac and cheese or, sandwiches or something like that, but we'd have food. I do have candles, plenty of candles. I do have flashlights. We got my granddaughter a lantern that is really bright. I don't know how the fish would do though if we were out of power. How would the fish do? They'd probably die, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would die unless they're goldfish.
They're goldfish.
Oh, they'll be fine.
Will they be all right?
You could
I
eat them.
think so.
No, we're not eating the
They
goldfish.
suck air.
Just saying.
Yeah, wouldn't eat the goldfish, but yeah, I'm a couple weeks out, and then I'd visit family members after that.
That's true. He's got plenty of flashlights.
All right, Craig, how you looking?
All right. Looking really good. Okay, power is one thing. So like we talked, I got enough gas on hand. I can run that generator for 2 hours, keep my freezer going. The fridge is going to be tricky. I might have to abandon the fridge, worst comes to worst, depending on the gas supply, because I want to keep my meat. The freezer is the main source of that. I can live out of an ice chest if I got to. If you can get ice, that's another question. But I could also freeze water bottles like I always do and use those as ice for the ice thing. All right, so we're not going to have, so we're limited on gas. So it ain't going to be like a hurricane situation. So I can't be comfortable. I'm not going to be able to run the AC at night. We're not going to be really able to run many lights, maybe one light, But
You light a candle.
solar, yeah, we're going to go with the solar lights that we have around and recharge them during the day. All right, so power's going to be out on the toilets because of the pump being out. I'm trying to work on getting solar hooked to that now. So we could just, we're just going to shit in the backyard. Good job. That was the wise suggestion. Really, you can get water out of the ditch to flush your toilets. So worst comes to worst, you can get the bucket. We're on septic system. So it's little things like that. You got to think about your little creature comforts. I need coffee, Jeff. I told you I'm going to have to stockpile
Yes.
coffee.
That's a must
Yeah.
have.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we'll make a list. Monty, you got anything? I'm not sure if you're here or not, but how you looking? If not everything took a crap, but electrical, that's pretty much everything, right? You won't be able to get gas. Won't be able to go to a store. They're gonna freak out like, well, we don't know how to manually do anything, even if it even lets you do that anymore, right? When we were kids, power went out, they're like, all right, we're just taking the cash. In some places, you maybe like a meat market or a farmer. This is so much to talk about. It's unreal, and we could get off on a tangent real quick. So it's gonna be kind of rough for me to keep, focused. But so like I said, Monty, you here?
I don't think he's here, but we're lacking in many spots. Jeff, I'm lacking in canning first of all, growing the veggies. I'm lacking on that.
Yep.
Then once you grow them all, you got to do something with them right away.
Yep.
Canning's your option.
Yep. See, this is kind of really why I wanted to make this, because for one, it helps me out because I never been into canning. I never grew a garden, never had any animals.
I did.
So this is going to help me a ton, and I think hopefully it's going to help other people. But I really think we need to get prepared for a shortage.
Yeah.
Because they've already mentioned a few times. They already mentioned the grid going down. They've already mentioned food shortages. So take that as a warning. But why wouldn't you want to be prepared, right?
Correct.
You can use it down the line. That you're not wasting the money. So
Yep.
I'm not keeping an eye on chat too much.
Sorry, chat.
But if one of you guys starts talking, I'll jump over there and kind of answer some of the questions. But if
Freeze drying.
yeah, there's a ton of stuff, Greg. It's all right. So there's a whole nother scenario. If it happens in the wintertime and you're up here in Michigan, I'll just take my freezer outside. Or I'll put the deep freeze in the garage where it's cold. That's what I'm saying. It all depends where you're at.
Where you're at.
But then again, that takes care of the whole freezer meat thing, right?
Yeah.
But then I got to get heat, right? So it's reverse for you guys in the South.
Yep.
Because I don't know about you guys, but when it's 100 degrees out, it's rough to sleep.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah. Now it's also cold, but it's not bad up here in Michigan or wherever it's cold. If it's cold, you can at least cover up with 4, 10, 15 blankets, light some
but still.
candles, whatever. I mean, it's still rough, but and then you got to make sure the house don't freeze up because then you don't have any water. Well, you ain't gonna have water anyway. You could collect rainwater for flushing the toilets, or if there's a pond nearby, you could get that. There's just so much so many ways we could go. But I think the main thing is food and water. So let's make a list on that. And I don't think, we talked about this a little bit earlier, I don't think money's going to matter. Have a little bit of cash set aside, but I think if you really want something, food or ammo, I think ammo would be better than cash.
You might have to trade something else, Jeff.
You might have to trade your butthole.
You might have to-
Never know.
Hey, what's in your prison wallet, Jeff? Well,
Well,
depends on
make
the
me-
situation.
Monty.
How bad is it?
So
You're adorable, Jeff.
Jeff, you're adorable.
let's make a food list. Basically just a quick basic must have, like coconut oil.
I know someone that's doing a swimming pool. They're keeping the chlorine just about right, in case they have to revert back to that.
That's their water. Yeah. Now, also, Jeff,
6,000
people
gallons.
have gotten Patriot Supply or food storages that last 25 years. That's the last thing you want to touch because it's going to last 25 years. So you like what you're talking now, getting the basics, the cooking oil, the rice, beans. You can live off of baked beans. Think about the Cowboys, Jeff. Cowboys lived off of baked beans.
You got protein, big beans, you got protein and everything, so hey, beans, magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you feel. I think I'll have beans for every damn meal.
Every
Oh,
meal.
you can get your gas supply from the beans too.
Make
Ooh,
the ozone bigger.
I'm gonna make a car that runs off of farts
You go forever, Craig.
forever.
All right. So rice, how do you keep the rice? Do you just buy you gotta seal it or what?
Mylar
I
bags.
keep mine in a metal. Yeah, mine's in a metal contain, the giant metal container, but it's still in the bags. But I put it also in that. I guess that's good enough. You just got to keep it dry.
You put them in Mylar bags and seal them up. But before you seal them, you put that.
Oxygen. Yeah.
You get the moisture packets
Yeah.
that absorbs the moisture.
Yep. No, you also got to think about your pets. You got to have enough food for them. But there's probably a million little tiny things we're all going to miss. That's why this is good, I think, to go over it. Medicine. Well, let's just worry about food for right now. We can go through the whole list. So I got coconut oil. I know there's a bunch of people in chat talking about it, like canned food, right?
Yep.
Stuff that's not going to go bad.
Powdered milk is brought up in the chat.
Gas stoves.
Gas stoves is another good one. Yeah.
Yeast.
Yep. Jeff, think your basics: flour.
Yeah,
you
flour,
know,
sugar,
sugar. Yeah, because you're
coffee.
gonna need. If you have the basic, you can get to whatever step you need to make dough, make bread, whatever. You know.
No, hold on, Craig. I if internet went down and all that, honestly, I probably couldn't do it. I couldn't do it off the top of my head.
Oh, because you need. Yeah.
I just don't know how. I'm being honest. I don't know. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but
Cookbook.
you might waste a lot of stuff. You know, and Michelle probably be in that department.
That's her department.
But now I want to get into this too, right? So say you got it don't matter. You got two people, me and Michelle. Right? Michelle knows how to cook and all that. I know how to fix things, take care of things, stuff like that. So in my opinion, I think you need to cross train on everything, right? Say I get hurt or I get sick and I can't do nothing. I can't split wood or I can't fix something or
She's gonna think
whatever. She's gonna have to do it. And vice versa. If she's sick, then I'm gonna have to cook. And if I don't know how to do that, that's gonna hurt everybody, right? So you gotta kind of do the whole. Everyone needs to know everything, every job, right? Don't just count on the one guy that knows everything, and everyone else is sitting there freeloading. That's a bad situation, right?
Yep.
So
Because you're gonna have them. There's gonna be the freeloaders. They always happen.
Yep. Yep.
Even in regular life.
You know, Jeff, you're thinking about moving out there, out in the country.
Bless you.
You'd be able to get some hogs, get some fat hogs. You know, and when you go to butcher them yourself, you can salt the hams.
We're getting a hog, Jeff. Guess what its name is gonna be?
Jeff,
Riddle.
Porky Pig.
I'm gonna get a draft. Guess what I'm gonna name it, Craig?
What are you gonna name him?
Jeffrey.
Oh, that's great.
Gosh,
You know what?
gosh.
Threw
Very
you off with
popular
that
name.
one, didn't I?
Very popular.
Off of Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Coming
Anything,
back, Jeff.
hey, Diamond, interrupt me if you have to, or Monty, or whatever. But I'm trying to get this food list: peanut butter, spaghetti sauce noodles, yeah,
Oh, you're doing well.
noodles.
How about eggs? Do they last a while?
You know, Craig would probably be the one to ask on this because I think if you get them right out of the chicken, you can put them on because they got a coating on them that I think it keeps the bacteria. And there's going to be other people in here that are going to know
Right.
about this, but
You don't wash them off.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
And you take lime, and for every quart of water, you use an ounce of lime juice, I think, and you can preserve them in the quart jars. Glassing, hang on, egg glassing or something like that.
Hmm.
What it's called.
Because I know when they come, if you collect them from the chicken, my aunt, she doesn't refrigerate them right off. She just, will let them sit and they'll put them in the refrigerator eventually, but they sit out for.
2 weeks.
Don't wash 'em
or
off,
to a
yeah.
month. Put them in the fridge. It can last up to 3 months in the fridge.
Another thing, and I know I'm kind of getting off, but if I don't know anything and there's no internet, then you need to kind of almost go get some books or download and print off some actual things you can read: how to make bread, how to flush your toilet if you don't know how. When there's no power, you just dump the water down. Either in the back or in the front, it'll flush. But it takes a couple gallons to flush a toilet every time you got to flush it. Simple things like that. So not a bad idea right now to go get some books on how to do things or download it to your phone. But I'd rather have a book.
Anywhere from a gallon and a half to I think 2 is what it takes to flush.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Kathy Grant says you can freeze eggs. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, Michelle just said that.
Yeah.
Really?
No, yeah, but I knew, like Diamond was saying, you can leave them in a cool hallway or in a house, and they'll be fine for months.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do at the airport Hilton.
That's what the Amish do.
They would keep all their eggs in the hallway.
Yeah, but your chickens are going to keep laying eggs even if the internet's down.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
true.
That's
Yeah.
right. So that's why you want to go to a continual food source, whether it be a garden or hogs, cattle,
Rabbits.
squirrels,
Now,
whatever, you know?
your chickens will molt sometimes and stop laying for a while.
Yeah.
So you may not have eggs for a little bit. And if they get spooked by a critter, because you got to think, shit's going down, the animals are going to be just as desperate as the humans. So they're going to be coming for your chickens.
Rabbits multiply like rabbits. Okay. So you can always take out the butchers.
Yeah, but you can't live off of them.
No, but I'm just saying,
Only them. Yeah.
you can sort out the butchers and they'll still keep on multiplying. So
Yep. And don't eat just rabbit, folks. You'll get rabbit starvation. They're so high, they're so little in fat and nutrients that you'll actually starve just eating rabbit alone.
I sure do love frog eggs.
Frog eggs?
Legs.
Oh, legs.
Yeah. Gene says, go buy a 35-gallon garbage can and get the contractor trash bag so you can put water in that. You can fill your bathtub up.
Don't forget your socks.
Yeah, so you want things that are gonna be
Not
easy
for
to
water, but I'm
Hey, Gene brought up a good one. My brother-in-law does this in California. Keeps the big garbage can full of water tied up in the garage. You know what I'm talking about, Jeff?
I just said it 3 seconds ago, Craig.
Oh, well, good, Jeff. Thank you for bringing that up.
Thanks for repeating me though. Sometimes redundancy is good. No, you're
Thank
doing
you.
great, Greg. You're doing great.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, did you mention rice?
I'm sorry,
No,
I thought we had an echo, but there were two different voices.
Two
Yeah,
different things.
yeah, take water from your water heater.
Oh,
All right,
by the
let's
way,
get back-
Jeff,
Go ahead. Go
I was
ahead,
going to say you can take water from the water heater.
Craig. It's like we're twins or something. We're thinking the same thing.
Jeff, can you boot him?
All right, let's get back to the food thing. Let's get that out of the way. So I got right now. I just got a small list: coconut oil, rice, canned meats or fruits,
did you say rice?
rice. Yeah,
Okay,
rice,
yeah.
powdered milk, yeast, flour, oats, flour, sugar, coffee, peanut
Don't
butter noodles.
Don't forget the copper gin, the copper steel.
Ooh, having some alcohol on hand is a great idea, Monty. You get a toothache, you can use whiskey, a good whiskey, and wash your mouth. It's going to burn like shit at first, but it's going to kill that toothache.
Plus, you can make regular disinfectant alcohol there, Craig.
Or you can
Through
just
the-
drink it,
through-
Monty, like the
Through the
traditional
steel.
way.
No, through the
The
steel
world's
is what
gone
I'm
to
talking about.
hell. Let's have shots.
Never mind.
What else we got in here?
Oh, Jeff, we're not going to
Beans.
make it.
Beans.
You said beans, right?
Beans, yeah. And a lot of this stuff you can make medicine out of, like oregano oil.
Really?
The mold off of bread or cheese, penicillin.
I know whole cloves. If you've got a toothache, you put a whole clove on top of the tooth or onto
Yeah,
the side of the tooth, and it takes the pain away.
You had to mention toothache.
Yeah,
Jeff,
sorry.
Remote just reminded me of a key thing. We really want to go back and look at what our ancestors did before power. Like, how did they cut the grass? Well, they used a scythe, you know, is that big scythe thing to cut their fields.
Yep.
We're gonna have to think the same thing as far as like a water pump. It'll have to be a hand. So think simple. It's going to be cheap, all right, because it's not powered by anything.
Well,
So,
yeah. When I got that house, they're gonna drill a well for me. And I'm gonna ask them if I can. I'm gonna put just I think a hand pump is only good to 25 feet. So I'm gonna ask them, hey, you think there's water at 25 feet? I don't care if there's a ton of water. And then I'm gonna collect rainwater for the garden and
Yeah.
the chickens.
Hey.
You know where else you might luck out? When they
Jeff.
dig your well, they got to go deep. You might get enough pressure. That happened at my buddy's place when they dug his. So he didn't even need to have the power. It was already shooting water out.
Enough
So
head
yeah.
pressure. Yeah.
Some, but think of this. Think of a nice little solar panel, solar powered pump.
Oh,
Go ahead, Dan.
Jeff, there was a question from Mama T in chat. Her husband is on oxygen. What does she do?
Yeah, that's a type of stuff, exactly what you're gonna have to think about.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get,
Generator, right?
well, right, you get a
bottle
generator,
supply.
That's about all I can think of is a generator, right?
but chances are there's not gonna be any gas.
No.
And even if it's say it's a natural gas generator, what if they shut the gas down? What if you know?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Backup tanks. But wait. In this situation, we got to remember the people are going to help people. There will
Yes.
be people out there helping people. We're going to come together no
Yeah.
matter what. So we got to keep a good frame of mind.
Yeah, go ahead, Monty.
If you can afford it, there is a little solar generator.
Right.
And it comes with the little solar panels. You unfold them, it charges it up. You can run your refrigerator off of that thing. You can run an oxygen machine off of it for I forgot how many hours. It just depends on what size of little solar generator you get.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can also get the big, huge oxygen tanks, like the welding oxygen tanks. That probably lasts you quite a while.
Well, I don't
It's
know
got
if
to be
they.
medical grade. Yeah, it's got to
Yeah,
be
it's got to be
grade.
medical grade though.
Oh
On
no,
that.
I use it all the time. It's good.
It's fine.
You can raw dog that shit, you know.
It's only got 25% argon in it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just like essential oils. You need them. Nitrogen, argon. It's all good. Oxygen is oxygen. I don't know why it's got to be medical grade. We're in a shit hit the fan situation, fellas.
You're right.
It makes a
Jeff,
difference in
scuba.
between life and death. That's what makes a difference.
Scuba.
It's just like in scuba tanks. Scuba tanks has a certain amount of CO2 mixed in with the oxygen.
Scuba, Jeff. Your scuba gear,
It's not all pure oxygen, or else you would get
the bends.
all
Right.
yeah fibromyalgia, flunker walking.
But it
Down there.
doesn't, how long does it last though? A scuba tank? How many hours can you get from one tank?
It depends if you're fat like me, Diamond,
Oh,
and you go down about 100 feet, only about 15, 20 minutes. If you're in good shape like Craig, maybe 45 minutes.
Hey, good prep. Get fat. You know what? That's probably one of the best pieces of in a situation where you're going to have food shortages. I think the fat people are going to win. Okay, that's all I'm
Shut
saying.
the
I'm serious,
I'm golden then, pony boy.
Jeff. I'm working on getting my belly back.
I'll be one of the last ones to drop.
I ain't got much to live off of.
It goes both ways, Craig, because if you're fat, people are going to start eyeballing you. Remember them cartoons? They'd be like,
I'm going to be eating it. You're going to look like you're going to look like a piece, like a T-bone steak.
T-bone.
Jeff.
They want fat on their meats like that.
Yeah, they do. I
Not
love
like
fat
that.
on my meat.
Not like that.
What? That's the flavor. I can't imagine how delicious Jeff Riddle would be.
No. Baby.
oh my gosh.
Babies? Don't talk about babies.
Babies would be delicious.
No, you can't eat the baby. Listen, you sound like the elitists.
No.
Be right back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're making me have to pee. I'll be right back.
salt. Someone brought up salt. I got some salt.
People need more water.
You definitely need salt. If you have a lack of salt, you go crazy. Because Mama stopped taking salt for a little while, and she went cuckoo. And we're like, Mama, well, you want a little salt? And then she came back to normal. Tanya's Mama.
It's like a factory reset,
Smack them. Give them some salt.
right?
Magazines, Jeff. I just want something to do. Magazines, something to read. A book. Be nice.
Yeah. Well, we
Read
already
the
talked about
Farmer's Almanac. It's very knowledgeable, full of knowledge.
Things have already been
Oh,
mentioned.
you know what? I bet you there's a book on how to stay alive for dummies.
If not, we're writing it right now. If not, we are writing the book.
Right. So someone needs to take notes on this.
All right, so fishing gear. You're gonna want some fishing gear.
Yeah,
And
that's,
then look,
that's
I don't know if you know how to hunt. You're gonna need to learn.
you might want to learn. Yeah.
Hunt
You
with
can eat pigeons.
snares.
If you
Hunt
live in
with
a city,
snares.
yeah.
Hunt with snares and
Yes.
traps. Homemade traps.
You
Not
might
just
catch
metal.
a dog or two, but
Not
you know,
just metal ones. You can catch a squirrel or a rabbit or hey, you're lucky enough you can catch a goose.
house cat.
Yeah. Geese are good eating. There's a
Yep.
ton of them around here.
Oh, did you hear about that poor
Don't let the
fox?
Chinese. Don't let the Chinese catch them.
Did you hear about the poor fox in DC? He bit 9 of those people. He got rabies.
Yeah, that poor fox. We're talking about food preps right now, Chris. Just a basic list. We're gonna go with food. That's the first thing we're on is food. Water.
Yep.
You're gonna have to start stocking up on water. Just act
driving.
like you don't have any power and you don't have a generator.
Hey, having that wood is good too, Jeff, for fire source, making fires, for boiling water, keeping your water clean, cooking. You can do
Oil
that all with
lamps.
the regular.
Oil lamps. The
Water purifier, you know, that we buy.
Yeah.
You have something to purify your water with? Yeah. I gotta pull a diamond. I'll be back.
Oh,
So-
good.
They got a full water.
And
Diamond, you're
well,
just getting back. Jeff is just leaving to go to
Yeah.
the bathroom.
well, you guys inspired me. You got me laughing so hard. I have another suggestion. The
Yes.
food, there's a food shortage.
Yes.
Call DoorDash.
no.
Yes. They came here this evening. Yes. Joshua brought me my pasta and my po' boy.
Yes.
Hi, Miss Blue Moon. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Blue Moon. Hey, Mama T. Hey, TJ Katz. Hey, Kelly K. Homegirl, what's up? Karen, good to see you. Chris C. What's happening, buddy? Karen Ryle, good to see you. Miss Blue Moon, once again, hello. Jim Boswell, hello, sir. Camo Carl, good to see you. Carol Z. I was just doing shout outs while you were peeing, Jeff.
Perfect.
I'm sure Camo must have a lot of good suggestions too.
Hey, Camo Carl. All that sea of blue, it blends in.
I'm putting the code in right now. Just we get a few people up here. Try not to talk over each other. Might say hey when you're done.
Hey.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, if that starts, I'm leaving.
Jeff, quick question.
Yep.
When you're peeing, do you do like I do? I like holding the wall. I like putting my hands up like I'm under arrest, or maybe one hand. Or do you hold it like you're holding a putter, like you're at putt golfing games and you're holding the putter? How do you do
Neither.
it? Jeff?
I sit down to pee, Craig.
Oh, well, that's amazing. I didn't even know. All right.
Yep.
Like a
Yep.
girl.
Yep.
Oh.
I did that. Started doing that at work because it takes longer, and you get a little rest. You know.
You do. You know what
Yeah.
happened, Jeff? One time I plopped down too fast and I cracked the toilet seat. You ever done that? You plop down, cracked it.
I don't want to sit on. I don't want to sit on my. I don't want
Your
to sit
name
on those
remote.
things.
Hey, everybody, I love you guys.
What's going on?
Love your
Remote?
remote. Name change.
Look, he's got a
Is that
solar
his
generator.
lunchbox?
So sorry things went south earlier, Jeff.
Oh, look, there it is.
So this is a aim tom. But you got it, you got your regular plug-ins, you've got your 12 volt, you got USB. and,
Cigarette, the
what else?
cigarette lighter.
Oh, that's his little backup power bank. So he
Yeah,
can
and that-
charge that initially and live off of that for a good while. Probably solar it too.
Yeah, well, you can plug this in and I've got a solar panel for it that plugs in too.
Perfect.
So you've got it covered no matter what. So I haven't charged this up. I probably should have it charged, but then I thought, well, the more you charge it and discharge it, the less battery power you have. So I thought I'm just going to keep it until I need it.
Your name remote.
Yeah, I got a little handheld one like that. You just crank, and that's how you get the power. It's a radio. It might be like a USB. You can charge your phone with it. Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
This is a little hand crank radio
Yep.
and USB generator, so you can
Yep.
charge phones and stuff. Yep.
Listen to the radio or like if you're going to put out a broadcast or something. So I think we got a basic idea on food, right? You guys all agree with that?
Yes.
You want to
said
have
dry beans too. It doesn't need to be in a can.
Yeah, you want to have try to get a continual source of food like chickens or
you got
beef or whatever, and then water. And you want to have a continual source of water, whether it's a hand pump or a lake near you. It wouldn't be a bad idea to batteries. Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
into
that's a
that.
great collection. Look at that.
Dang, look at
Wow.
that.
That's good.
All right.
Wow.
So the next thing I think would be the most important. I think food's gonna be the most important. You can barter with it, and you're probably gonna want to save up. You want to get extra, right, for your neighbors, so they're not coming over to steal from you, or you're kind of gonna want to have a community.
You might need them. They
Your
might have
family.
something you need.
Yeah, if you got kids, and they might have skills you don't have. One might be a nurse, one might be a doctor, one might be a dentist, one might be a electrician. Everyone's gonna have to come together and so skills, you can trade skills for food, right? Hey, I'll go fix your plumbing if you give me a chicken or whatever, whatever you guys got to work out.
Yep.
You might have to run some chainsaws, power tree come down on a house, a million different things, you can think of. But you have to protect all this. You're gonna have to protect yourself, your family, your house, where all your food is. So what are some types of protection? Eh?
First of all, a gun for all seasons. The shotgun, folks. One shot, it gets them all. You can shoot from birds to snakes, little squirrels, big deer. I mean, Jeff, you have such a range with a shotgun.
Scattergun will do it all.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Shotgun would probably be first
Four or
thing.
five different different
Machete.
rounds.
That's a nice little knife.
You have one of these too?
The machete.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, mine
When
looks.
they start
Now
putting a
that's an
handguard
art.
on there,
That's a beautiful one. Mine's all shitty and rusty, but
Yeah,
it sits
that
in the
is
back of my
nice.
four-wheeler.
I still got one from the Korean War.
Hey, with the power going out, is that gonna cause trouble with with like the trains and the planes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would think
Radar
so.
and all that stuff?
yeah. Well, they.
Think old school. Everything's gonna go very, very old school, quick.
I have to talk to my buddy. He works at airports up in the towers.
Mm.
I don't know if they're on their own little system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think they would be just in case a power outage, but you never know.
Yeah.
Just a heads up on that
They might
battery
be
case.
they might have diesel backup generators.
That
Some of
battery
these
case I got at Ukrainian Tire here in Canada, but I think you guys have the as seen on TV stores down there. You can get it there.
Yeah.
most places like hospitals and everything else, they have these humongous diesel backup generators.
Mm.
All right, so
provides power.
weaponry. All right, so we established that, but maybe a lot of people don't want a gun, Jeff. Some people just don't like guns. A
Slings,
remote has
bow and
there,
arrows.
machete is South America's gun, is what I call that. If you
I
don't know-
don't have 37 handguns or rifles. Nope.
Nope. But in
Nope.
but in South America, the machete is what they use. That's their preferred weapon. It's a great weapon.
Wasp spray is a brilliant idea, right? You can shoot about 25 feet. It's gonna blind you.
It is.
So wasp spray for pretty cheap. And if you get bees or wasps or probably any other rodent or whatever, you can take care of them with that. So wasp spray, I think, is a must have.
Hairspray in a can and a lighter is a pretty good weapon too,
Yeah, that's right.
for you ladies.
Aquanet, if you got that stored back.
Ball bat, right? Ball bat.
slingshot, air rifle, crossbow.
One of
Crossbow.
them compressor things that kills cattle, like on No Country for Old. Yeah, sorry.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. I mean, what a weapon choice, huh? Up close and personal.
Spear. You can make a spear. There's a lot of things you can make. You're gonna have a lot of time on your hand just sitting around thinking of stuff to do. You could make you could board your windows up if you had the plywood. I wouldn't really recommend going anywhere. You should get all this stuff done so you don't have to go out to Walmart or you don't have to go to Home Depot. You don't want to be out with all the crazies because they're going to be really freaking out.
Yeah, and
Definitely
this
don't
isn't the
want
time
to
to
go
be
alone.
shopping, but if you got to go out and shop, get the sooner the better because
Sooner
the
the better.
inflation's going to go insane now.
Sooner the better. Yeah.
Here's another good security prep, Jeff. I just thought we do it for hurricane. It's best to have them pre-cut and already available and the clamps to put them in, but boarding up your windows.
Yeah.
So we board them up for a storm, but it also might be wise to board up for this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Stop such ease of access into your dwelling.
Yeah, you might
Well, I
want to
think-
buy the plywood and get it prepped up, cut to the right size and ready to roll so you could put it
Ready to
up in a
roll.
short order.
You
Yeah,
want
plywood.
to even be you want to be even more secure. You can take like a 1/4-inch steel plate, bolt it on the inside of the plywood.
Yep.
Just saying.
For that matter, we could go totally Mad Max. You could use chain link. You could use all kind of stuff. If you're gonna be in that situation, it's not gonna need to be pretty. It needs to just function.
Well,
So-
that kind of wire idea is a good idea because it will also be a Faraday cage on your windows.
Yes. All right, let me put back in the chat.
All right, now you're gonna have to say you got a wood stove. Well, everyone that within a few miles are gonna know you got heat. So that's a you got to stay warm.
Yep.
You know,
I'll show you what my plan is, because even if it was -40, I'll be right back.
We can't eat the meth heads. They're gonna taste bad. Meth heads taste horrible.
yeah, we got a bunch of stuff we got. That's why I'm making this list. There's sweet cheese.
I gotta get one for,
And the meth heads don't have much meat on them.
and she said to make sure I have.
Camel Carl's gonna get a boner for this.
Oh, get ready, Carl. I like it too. I like that remote. Is that your sleeping bag?
Yeah, it's a military grade 4-piece sleeping bag system, so it's good for year round, and it'll go to -50. So
Oh,
if,
by the way, great. I'm glad you did this remote. Go to GovPlanet. You can buy surplus, not just Humvees and vehicles. They have surplus pallets of great shit like that. All kind of military items for different things. So you tents, whatever. Check it out. Go to govplanet.com.
I will check it out.
Yeah, Kelly just brought up a good point. If you're in the city, I think any city, but the bigger cities, if I were you, I'd try to get out. Try to get a family member that's out kind of out in the boonies. I don't think you got to really worry about people driving around too much because gas is already expensive. And I don't think there's going to be much of gas if you can even get gas. I don't think you have to worry about too many. You have to worry about your neighbors. Something within walking distance. It might be a group
That's
of
a great
people come up on you. They're probably going to be armed. I would assume, right? Because they're looking to take stuff if they weren't already prepped. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go take something. The easiest, they're going to go take from other people. So, Vaseline, Crisco. You can use that for candles.
Precisely. Camel Carl's already on it. He says extreme cold weather sleep system. I have one too. See, I knew Camo would be onto that one.
Yep. It's so protection, that's kind of self-explanatory, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Diamond's got something, I think. Diamond.
go ahead, Diamond.
Oh, I'm just in the chat. Irina Oreskovic says, "Hey, you guys are scaring the crap out of me." Hey. So
Hey.
there's a lot of people that, feel the same way, it's not that we're trying to scare you. We're just going through scenarios that we might be looking at.
I'd rather be scared than unprepared.
Yep.
Well, right, and it's so that you can get prepared. Yeah.
You gotta think of it like this. You gotta try and expect the unexpected.
Well, and here's another thing. Potato already said for us to expect this. He said there would be food shortages and famine and the gas. So what's going to happen? It's going to go to crap.
And power grid probably going to go down. He already mentioned it. He's not the only one that mentioned it.
He
You
mentioned
can't see the writing on the wall. Just like Diamond said, we're not trying to scare anybody.
Yeah.
But I do know in my lifetime, when I haven't been prepared for something and something happened, I went out and made rash decisions where I shouldn't have. I did the total wrong thing, right? So something happens, you just sit back and relax for a day or two. Let all the riffraff, kill each other, whatever they got to do. You just sit back with your spoils, or you got a plan. You got to have somewhat of a plan. I'm not saying I got the best plan, but I'm getting pretty good at I could keep a lot of people happy for a while, and then I know I need to get out real quick and get what I got to get if I got to get something. But this is I got my week off. I want to try to get a list, batteries, flashlights. We already got some of this stuff, but we're not here to scare you. We're just here to prepare you, and that's what's going to probably save a ton of people's life.
Exactly.
And it just makes you more comfortable. It's going to be a crappy situation anyway.
The potato promised us a long, dark winter, and I don't think that was the last winter. Just saying.
No,
Yep.
That was a great point, Jeff. If you wait for the situation, you're gonna be scared and the adrenaline's flowing, and that's not when it's a good time to make decisions. So like he said, just when you're calm, like right now, just prepare for it. That's a great point, Jeff.
And another thing that we all need to do as men, and this could be, I guess I really shouldn't say that because that's kind of whatever, but you need to look out for the old lady down the road or the handicapped person next to you or whatever. You need to do a little bit extra, put a little extra, 10% of your food is for someone else. 10% of whatever, 10% of everything's for somebody else. Just, you got an 80, 90-year-old lady down the road. She ain't going to know what to do. She's not strong enough to do much.
But she could be a valuable part of your team too, because she could maybe cook or help in some way,
Yeah, everybody can do something.
She was alive. Yeah, she was alive when they didn't have things, so she can remember.
She could be the number one person in the group.
Yep.
I mean, really.
Even if it's just for spiritual uplifting.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's why they call them elders. They're not just called that for no reason. Elders are very important.
Absolutely.
Tell funny stories at night. There's a million different things you could do. Yeah.
Hey, Craig.
Jeff, she could take out her teeth and scare us.
Hey, Craig.
Yes, ma'am.
Becca H is in the chat.
Wait, what?
Becca H, we were asking about you today.
Texas.
Deep in the heart of Texas. Love you,
What's
Becca.
up, Becca? Is my mic on? Yeah, I'm on. All right.
Nice to see you, Becca.
Very much so.
Yep.
Good to see you. Oh, and Clay's there. Hey, Clay. Hey, Clay.
You were missed, Becca.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
Glad to have you back where you belong.
Yeah, camo. Yep, we've already covered that. Get out of the city. That's the first thing you probably need to do. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go. I already got a few people I talked to, but maybe get a hold of an Amish, like an Amish group or someone that's got. They already sell honey. They already sell beef or chickens or whatever. wouldn't be a bad idea to know them. Somebody that know, if you don't know how to do anything, find out like a handyman, you know, somewhere. You just gotta, I don't think we're gonna be driving around. Ain't gonna really worry about a mechanic, but somebody that's handy, knows what to do.
Handsome
Well,
fellow
once
like
again-
you, Jeff, could go out to the Hutterite colony and make a trade. You wouldn't have anything with you, but you could still make a trade, just saying.
Oh yeah, I'm not, yeah, I ain't worried about it. I mean,
Help out around or whatever, you know?
Yep, building something, whatever. Yeah, helping out.
yeah, making
And that's
sandwiches.
another thing. Don't get scared, because look, it is a scary time, but like going through Katrina and all that stuff, there was awesome. We saw the best of people, but you also saw the worst of people. So
Hey Tina, welcome, Tina.
It
You
was
see
the
what
best
Grace
of
just
times.
said?
It was the worst of times.
Grace said Musk is now on Twitter's board of directors.
yeah,
Yeah.
Musk is he's running
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He's
Two
got
or 3 days ago.
29% shares, so he's the controlling shareholder. But I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what comes of that.
Yeah, they can't ignore them.
No.
Yep. All right, so you guys comfortable with protection? That's kind of, I mean, there's gonna be a few things that it's gonna slip us, you know, but you'll learn from that situation if you live through it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, can I ask everybody, what were their comfort item? You're going to want something for comfort. So what is your comfort item? What do you need? You know what I'm saying? Like when you go in Survivor, they'll let you bring a comfort item. So kind of think of that mentality. You're going to need
Teddy
something,
bear for me. Be a teddy
maybe a
bear.
harmonica, maybe,
Teddy bear.
who knows?
A
Whatever.
folding handsaw would probably be the most practical tool to have.
That would be a good tool to have.
A
I'm saying,
what?
Leather man.
what would make you happy? Like what's a comfort? What's something that'll more
What'd
for
you
your
say?
mind, peace of
A
mind?
blonde about 6 foot.
Oh yeah.
What did
Yeah.
you say, Rob?
I'll be there in
What
a
did you say,
couple
remote?
hours.
Remote. What did you say before the blonde?
A folding handsaw.
I got one.
Oh, right.
They're
Or an
excellent. Yeah.
Or the cable emergency.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one with the
Yeah.
actual teeth, not just the cable.
We use
Yeah.
a folding one for tree stand climbing. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta take out. So I always carry one.
Here's one thing that you all haven't mentioned is stocking up for the newborns, the little babies, the next door neighbors' babies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Bible, yeah.
It's upside down, brother.
That's because it's on camera.
But that's
Oh.
that is the perfect. That's the perfect comfort item right there. Your
Yeah.
Holy Bible. If there's one thing that'll get you through, it's the word in that book for sure.
And then I've got these little solar powered LED lights that have a little charger right inside them. And I've got those up in both my front windows for an emergency in case there's no power. I got
Yep.
light.
That's a great idea, remote. I was just saying that. Yeah, same thing. There's little solar that you can recharge during the day, put it in the
Yep.
house at night.
They're
Yep.
awesome.
Someone walks up, the light comes on. They think, yeah, that might scare a few people off.
No,
Yeah.
these are inside. It's like a
Those are
hanging
inside,
light bulb
yeah.
with a little solar screen on it that's hanging in the window, and I
Yeah.
can turn it on anytime I want, but it stays charged all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
Yep.
quite literally for the storm, we took the ones out. So you know how they have the solar ones that go in your garden? We just
They'll
brought
work.
them inside and they worked. That's what we
Oh,
use
yeah.
for the inside light at night.
absolutely.
Well, what am I gonna do? Cause my comfort item is Jeff and Remote and Craig and Monty and
Well-
everybody in chat.
That's a good point, Diamond, because there's gonna be some people are all alone. I know there's people on here that are all alone, and
Oh,
that is an actual great point.
Yeah,
There I am on the bottom of the list again.
I'm
We're
gonna
be
pray
with
for
you.
all of you every day.
no, chat came after you, Monty.
It's gonna be rough, and like I said, that right now is when you want to go make friends. You know, if you don't have family, if you're a sole survivor, or you want to make friends right now. And that's one thing that we kind of got it. You know, when I was a kid, the whole neighborhood knew each other, right? You get spanked by your your friend's dad. They don't do that much anymore. I barely know my neighbors.
Well, it wouldn't be allowed anymore.
Yeah.
Parents aren't even allowed to spank their kids.
Mm.
I'm making a point to know my neighbors. I'm making a friggin' point.
Yep.
You know, you got to.
I
Some
know
you may
all of
not want to
mine.
associate with.
I know all of mine, but there's very few that I would trust.
That's another thing, remote. There you go. You want to know what you're dealing with.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to bring them in your house and then they start stealing stuff, or you can't trust them when you're sleeping. Yeah, I mean, it's a terrible situation, but it's something we got to think about. I think this is real important.
It is.
Next thing I got is medicines. And for me, that's going to be a rough one because I don't take any medicines. But now medicines, we're going to roll in with that. We're going to roll in like Band-Aids, kind of like first aid stuff, you know, in case you get hurt somehow. You know, there's a lot of ways you can get hurt. You ain't going to go to the doctor, right? The hospitals are shut. You got to know how to fix yourself. Well,
Yep.
That's where a nurse in your mag comes in.
Yep. I'd be the medic there. So Camel Carl and I would do well in that
Anita.
regard. And then if you had all your essential oils in
Yep.
case you needed them, because they all have different uses.
Yep.
I tell you what comes in handy, and even though you might not be able to deal with it, some you just got to. And that's a home suture kit.
Super glue.
Yep.
No, well,
Either that, either the
that
glue.
too, but I'm talking for deep cuts. You gotta have to have a suture kit.
Well, somebody put in their needle and thread. You
Yep.
could, you know, look, you might have to use just
You
the
can
basic.
on basic on that, but something with some cat gut in it, or some silk.
Monofilament. Monty, I'm going fishing line.
You
Man,
can get a
have that
suture
anyway.
kit pretty cheap, just down at your health food store or your
Yeah.
pharmacy. I think that's probably a good thing to have.
Craig, you could probably do that with 2-pound string will bust real easy. Now, if you use the braid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
it's
even
spider.
tougher.
Yeah, it's spider. Yeah.
Yeah, get the smallest you possibly can if you're going to do that. Make sure it's I don't know how you're going to. I don't know
No
how
doubt
you're
it's going to hurt.
going. Well, I don't know how you're going to keep it sanitized though.
You know what? I think at that point, you know, just
Well,
closing
and-
it up is going to be the best bet.
Just a little
Well-
spit, take care of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Rub some dirt in it.
on a
Get the
needle,
dog.
you can always sanitize it with fire or rubbing alcohol or whatever. But I'm talking about the thread.
Hey, Lance.
That's where some alcohol comes in handy. Absolutely. Like I got
No,
2
just
bottles
text
of
me.
vodka here, so might come in handy sometime. You never know.
That's right. Now, look, remote, just like you said, I don't drink alcohol, but it's good to have it on hand in case you
Hawk.
need it.
Yeah. Chris has a belt or a tourniquet. That's a great
Yeah.
tool.
Oh, dude, surgical. What about surgical? The rubber cord. What do you call it? No,
The
no,
tubing?
hemostats are great.
Surgical tubing.
Surgical
Yeah.
tubing. All the uses of that. Look,
I got 3 spools of 1,000 yards, 3 different
God,
colors of
hey.
paracord.
beautiful.
Hemostats. Yeah. Vitamins. You're gonna want some of them.
I got like I got amoxicillin. Like I try to stockpile a little bit. So I asked the dentist, give me a couple extra, on mine or whatever, Now that's not going to last forever, but
Hawk in the house. Good to see you, Hawk. Welcome, brother.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million different things we could talk about. Million.
Yeah, you can even get one of those surgical staple guns. They make the disposable ones.
Gloves, surgical gloves,
Yep.
like maybe a shield. I don't know if that'd be. I don't want to get squirted with blood.
Yep.
Probably gonna pass out anyway. Probably gonna take care
Professor
of yourself.
Falcon, sanitary napkins. I mean, I sliced myself open real good once. Was bleeding like a stuck pig, and my mom slapped a pad on there and got me to the hospital. That's a real handy tool. Just saying.
Yeah.
A friend of mine on another channel creator, he's got this package in his emergency bag. It's the little tubes. It's the little things you slide down so you can trach them. You know what I'm saying? Slide the tube down, the little
Yeah.
things, and it comes in all sizes from
Yep.
smallest to the biggest.
Endotracheal tube.
Yeah, there you go. So they can start the ventilation tube or whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry, I don't know the technical term. You know.
And that's got to be a fear. If you have a medical ailment already, life is difficult already in a normal environment, normal world. Now you go to a shit hit the fan environment and you're dealing with something, medical issue, that's going to be a real pain in the ass. So having that, I'm sure if you have it, you've already thought about it.
Well,
Kentucky Moon made a good statement. Tampons for open wounds like bullet wounds is ideal. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Clear
Stick a thumb in it.
clear tape for a chest wound if you get shot through the lungs.
And super glue is good for cuts too.
might want to buff up on your how to do a trach, emergency trach.
Oh, good grief. Monty really wants to trach me.
No, what I'm
So
saying is
that's all I was
you
talking
get
about.
bit,
It just
you get
wants
bit
to-
by a rattlesnake. What's it going to do? It prevents you from breathing. That's what I'm saying.
Jeff, I want you to keep Monty the F away from me. All right. He's going to try to trach me. I already know it. Keep him the hell away from me, Jeff. Okay.
Yeah, that shift
I'm
kicker's
getting
got a
the
good idea.
I'm getting
Expect
Practice
it.
this.
Unexpected, man. That's what I'm saying.
Damn
If
it,
you're-
Monty.
you want to practice with certain things. If you're going to leave the city, how long is it going to take you to get there? What happens if a train stopped and the train's not going to move, or light lights are going to be out? You know, so you got to treat everything as a four-way. Last thing you want to do is get in an accident when everything's going to crap. You know.
T-Girl made me think of a joke. How do you decide whether to date an older person? Depends.
Yep.
I think Camel's going live here shortly. He's going to continue all this, so
Oh, good.
I don't know if he's live yet, but he's going to go live and keep talking about that. Yeah,
That's going to be
do
great.
you bug out or do you bug in? Right? I'm staying put myself.
Hey, Harls.
Harl said, that's not a trach tube.
Monty, they're going to need an emergency butthole searcher. That's one thing I'm going to be worried about is butthole searching. So Monty, like a tube of some sort is what I'm thinking. PVC, I'll be on that. Monty, you worry about the trachs. I'm going to worry about the buttholes.
Cheryl Constable, Harls and I were Boy Scouts. You bet. We learned a lot of stuff from
Craig.
scouting. Hey, man.
Craig, you're always looking at the bottom of things.
Monty, that's how I look in it. Look. Monty! It's like Ace Ventura.
Tired, Diamond?
No, I was just looking at the chat and having a few good laughs.
We're all
Oh, yeah.
You know what else we need, Jeff?
Uh.
If you're gonna bug out or during a crisis, is we need trivia questions.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cards.
That'll make
Cards,
yes,
something pass the time.
entertainment stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So,
Here's a Diamond. When we're walking along the streets, we can go, look, how long do you think it is before we get killed? Yes, that's right.
B-I-N-G-O.
Now, if I
B-I-N-G-O.
get hit by a truck, how many miles will that truck travel
Yeah.
with me stuck to the front grill?
Will I cause damage to said truck?
I can already tell you how far a train will drag someone.
Oh, I'm sure.
How far? Probably a
All the
long
way.
ways.
yeah, just games, all that, and then you're gonna need
Yeah.
toiletries, but that's kind of, you're gonna live without them, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody who has horses is probably going to be in a good shape as far as travel is concerned.
Yeah.
Horses, if you know how to ride a horse, that's probably a great thing when you don't have gas.
Carl says a
Alcohol.
cribbage board. Yeah, I'm
What?
with you, Horace.
Yes, tarp,
Water-
great.
Yeah, waterproof tarp.
Yeah,
Tarp,
and
duct tape.
Carl's gonna go swing because these are both camo.
Oh, yeah. Now, remote. We used to camp under those. We would just do the paracord, tree to tree, and tarp, and
If fallout
Tarp.
spills, at least you got a shelter.
it was a shelter.
I seen
I
some
got
of them was
stories. I got stories.
I saw a lady that she does a lot of outdoors stuff. She sleeps in like shelters and things like that she builds. Girl in the Woods is her name. Her husband is bushcraft, something or
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, she got just a 5-gallon tub, or 5-gallon tub, and then bought just a toilet seat and put it on top of that for a porta potty.
Yep. In a trash bag. Use a little trash bag.
Yep, put trash bag, and you can just dig a little bit of a hole to hold the bucket in, and
Yeah.
do your business.
Auntie, I got plenty to
Yeah,
eat on me.
that's
What are you
it.
talking about, son? Oh, is that your
That's
poop
it.
bucket?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I got the potty, Diamond. I showed you my potty before. You've seen the potty I got.
But you never
Yeah.
retrieved it back after the hurricane.
It's still there. It's at the camp. I know exactly where it is.
Oh,
can
I
go there and
asked
take
you
a
and you said
crap.
you didn't know where it was.
Monty, I found it. I found it, and I can go take a crap in it right now.
Remote, did you buy that just like that?
I bought the there's a survival store near me that sells
Okay.
that stuff. So I bought the lid and the
Yeah.
seat.
Yeah,
And then I got the buckets. I bought a bunch of the buckets and I've got lids for them that have they kind of screw in, and
yeah,
so you can they're a food grade bucket, and you can put these lids on and put rice or beans or whatever in, and it's sealed completely.
yeah,
And you can they're pretty cheap, but
Yeah.
but if all else fails, go down to your local restaurant. They throw away those buckets on a regular basis. Go down there and ask them if they got them, clean them up, and make a seat out of a piece
Yeah.
of wood if you have to,
Yep.
Pickle buckets. They're pickle
Yep.
buckets.
Yeah. Pickle jars are handy for so many things too.
But the restaurants have the pickle. Jeremy, the jester, was just like
Yep.
the Home Depot bucket, but it's
Yep.
meant food grade for pickles.
Yep, exactly.
good
Oh, yeah.
idea, Lisa Anderson. A bedside commode, you can buy bags for them. Yes.
I've got the bags inside that bucket there.
I got them.
Yeah.
I got them all from the grocery store. I have grocery store plastic bags that I saved for some weird reason. Why do we save those, baby?
Now you know why.
For the
You
cat
just
litter.
answered your question with your own question, Craig.
Yeah.
Greg's losing it, man.
Money, I really am losing my shit. I've been through a lot this year. It's all taking a toll.
I think that's a good start.
And like I say, if you haven't got her done, get her done, because time's getting real short, brothers and sisters, and prices are gonna go.
Yeah.
Did you watch
Yeah,
that new
Harvest
Glenn?
Mary.
Did you watch that new Glenn Beck video? It was
No.
talking about this.
It was.
Yeah, talking about
How Ukraine prepared in 2014. All they had was basically wooden sticks and bullshit like that, and they won. And then they prepared, knowing that it was going to happen again. And we need to do the same. But I think we've been doing it. Think about the prepper community
Yeah.
out here and everybody getting it. For the past year, I've learned so much more from the community than I ever would have known.
that's basically what Glenn Beck was talking about was storing up on food, water, all your basic necessities. You know what I'm saying? Even keeping some cash on hand.
They thought we were crazy, Remote. They thought we were crazy.
And look what happened in the end. We were vindicated.
Yep. Now I know there's people on here that do like canning and stuff like that. And I think they have their own channels.
That's where I need to step up.
We need to,
Love
that's
you,
why we
Robert.
need to share their own stuff. We could do I don't
Yep,
have to be
there's-
on here every day. We can go to whoever's channel that's going to learn us something, and we all got something to teach, right? So that's why I said earlier, don't need to have one guy or one girl running the whole show. We can all learn a little bit from everybody.
And they're
if
doing it.
One person goes down, then someone else got to step up and take their job. That's just how it's got to be.
I know.
And
Lazarus-
we can do that spontaneously on our shows, just like I pray spontaneously. Someone has a question about something like that, you just answer it right then and there, you know?
And we
I
already
am-
got sources. Who's all
Yep.
the canners? Monty, you know all the canners. In between prepping, there's Nikki, there's Lazarus.
There's Sophia B. There's
So
okay.
many.
There's Sophia B. in between prepping. Virginia Roots, Ghost
Yep.
Prepper.
Yep,
hang on.
Ghost is, yeah.
Purple Rose
Okay.
just made a good point. You guys get rain collection barrels underneath all your drains.
Yep.
Cause that water, even if you want to use it to flush, I don't recommend using any water for flushing, because I think you're going to want to hang on to it. But you can filter that water with your Berkey water filter, and at least you got some water to drink or boil.
Yep. Because you can have dirty, gray water, brown water, what do they call it? Yeah, you can use. Yep.
Yep.
And you know what's screwed up about that? It's illegal to capture rainwater here in my state.
They can go to hell. Oh,
Isn't that some shit?
Well,
But you're right.
it might
you're
be
right.
it might be okay for animals or for gardening, maybe. But at that point, it ain't gonna matter anyway, right? Who cops ain't gonna be coming up going, I'm gonna give you a ticket for that. That's gonna
Exactly.
be out- Yeah, that ain't gonna
What,
happen.
what is the reason behind that, Craig? What did they give for a
It-
reason?
Why do you
I
think?
have
Control.
no clue.
They
I
don't-
get it.
they don't
Um,
want us, they
but they're
don't
not
want
gonna
us
tell you
saving our
that.
water so they
Yeah.
can take us down sooner is exactly
Yeah.
it. They
Yeah.
can get stuffed.
But I'm just wondering what they put out there. That's the true reason, but the reason that they give the public,
Right.
you
Right.
can't save the water. Why?
Yeah.
You know.
Now, what
Crazy.
about
They've been-
clothing?
Mosquitoes probably.
They've been
Oh,
saying
well,
this for a
that could be
while.
too.
They've
I
been
don't know.
saying this for a while, but they've also been saying they didn't want you butchering
Yes.
Yes.
your chickens and stuff like that.
Now, Jeff, that's a great thing right there. Remote has the Life Straw.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Have one of those in your vehicle and with you at all times, because if you got nothing else, you can go down into a puddle and drink your water right out of
Drink
it.
your water, yeah. Jeff, what about clothing? You know, you're going to want to have the right clothing for the situation too.
Well, you're gonna have to wash your clothes too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we were looking into that too. The gypsies use it's a portable little washer. So you just got to source your water, and you can do it by hand, but it's old school. So you're gonna have to do your laundry, clean it, then hang it
Yeah.
on lines.
But I
We're
wouldn't,
going
I
back.
wouldn't use a ton of water.
No, you don't need to. Those things are very efficient, but they
Yeah.
sell them on Amazon. It's called, what is it called? It's a little portable washer dryer.
Oh,
You can
I've
also
got one.
use,
It's a hand crank unit.
That's it. You could do one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got one.
perfect. And think about it. Remote can just do his laundry. He can wash his underwear and his shirt, hang that overnight if he has to while he's wearing his back, but he can live off of just a few items and wash them daily.
If you had two pair of underwear and two shirts and two shorts or whatever, and you just do that daily, you'd be golden.
Yep.
I could wash them on my abs. I could use my abs as a
That's
washer.
true.
Yes,
You got that
as a washer.
washboard, yeah.
Like a washboard stomach, which I have, by the way. Right
Yeah.
now.
Me too. It's just hidden.
Oh, no. Sometimes it's a
And
little
as
fat.
big as your arms are, Jeff, you could dry your clothes on your arms.
I just wring them out. Oh yeah, looks good,
Isn't that a
buddy.
nice one?
Looks good.
Not
I guess
too
take it
bad.
down for nudity.
I could suck in, Jeff, and make it look better.
All right, you guys want to do a little bit of trivia, or then we can end this. Camo said he's gonna continue this. A few people
Okay.
already.
Yeah, let's do a trivia for fun.
It's just real
Yeah.
quick. I was
so
thinking about if your record goes gold, how many albums has it sold? So if your record goes gold, how many albums were sold?
20,000.
I won't answer it because I Googled it. I will
I'm
not
saying it's-
answer it.
I'm saying it's 100,000.
No,
1 million.
no.
Gold,
Gold.
20 million.
No, there's four levels, and gold's the bottom one.
Oh.
You're forgetting aluminum.
250,000.
Yeah, you're getting there, remote.
Really? So it's less. We were too high.
No, it's more.
Oh, it's more. Oh.
300.
No,
500,000.
500,000. Yeah. All right. What about platinum?
Again, I'm gonna recuse myself.
100,000. 100,000.
Hey, apparently you
1
weren't
million.
listening, Craig. Gold is the bottom.
You gotta go up. You gotta
Is
go up.
platinum the top?
So
No.
1.5 million.
Close, Monty, but too low.
2 million.
2 million. Yeah.
2 million.
All right. So
Wow.
what's this is kind of self-explanatory. Multi-platinum.
5 million.
6 million.
It'd be more than 2 million. Is multi-platinum.
4
And then
million.
you got diamond.
What? Diamond?
5 million.
He's getting all excited.
We'll let chat catch up.
Come on.
So diamond. How much is diamond?
Oh,
Priceless.
I'd be a billion, a billion, a
1A
billion.
got it.
What is it?
10 million.
10 million?
All right.
That's what I just said a while ago.
You're
So
cheating.
this is a pretty cool.
I guarantee you one of he cheats. He's cheating. He Googled that.
Could've.
1A is not that smart. I know the bull.
All right. So
Hey,
I'm just kidding.
the number
He is
one. These are the top 10 albums. Which is the
He is
number
pretty
one
smart.
album?
He is pretty smart.
Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
No.
Great
No.
album.
Let me back up. These
what
Michael
genre?
Jackson.
you could probably get different things.
Thriller. Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller. Number one.
Yes. Yes. Hold on, let me show you.
I got a trivia question. I got a trivia question.
Go ahead, Monty.
What album was the first to ever make gold in country? Or actually, hang on. Was it platinum or was it gold? It was gold, I think.
Monty.
Johnny Cash something.
Willie Nelson.
Close.
Mm.
Close.
I'm not sure.
Outlaws.
Close. Who was closer? Was I
Elvis.
close or was I
Outlaws.
close?
Yeah, the Four
Waylon.
Horsemen.
Waylon, Willie,
Oh, Waylon Jennings.
and
Chris Christopherson.
yeah, and Jesse Coulter and all them.
All right. All right.
Hi,
So that was
Becca.
number one. How many albums did they sell?
Ooh. Hmm.
Who's they?
Who is they? The wife just asked that.
Thriller.
Thriller.
Oh, dude,
Shit,
he knocked
a
it out.
lot.
I don't know the number, but all I know is he knocked it right out of the park within 6 months. Within 6 months, he knocked it way out of the park.
Let's
Jeff.
see.
Because this is Thriller.
Sounded just like that, too.
Right, Becca.
Was. Nothing like that.
Way more than 5 million.
Yeah.
100 million,
Down, Diamond.
50
Oh.
million,
Up,
75.
70.
down,
69
Up.
million. 70?
In how many months though?
down,
65 million,
I don't know if there's 69 and 70.
66, 67.
67 million.
Wow.
How many months?
I don't know. This I don't know. I didn't pay attention to the date as of could be up to date, right? As of today. But
Well,
what year
Christina.
year did that happen?
1984.
Down,
It was
82?
70s, wasn't it?
83.
down,
I said 82.
1980.
Yeah.
1982.
Yeah.
Oh, 82.
Okay, so he had the red zipper jacket with the zippers all over it.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
still remember that.
And
number
the
two.
black pants had zippers, too.
My
You can
friend
keep
brought,
money everywhere. $1
My friend-
somewhere.
my classmate, she brought in her LP and we listened to it that year. Wow, that's been long.
I remember when Jack and Diane came out. I was like in freaking first grade or some shit, or second grade. No, fourth grade. I was in fourth grade.
I was in nursing school.
And Jack and Diane came out. I was in fourth grade. Yep.
80,
I was 22.
82,
Oh, yeah.
82, 81.
Life goes on.
All right. What's the number 2? Top 10 album. What's the number 2 album?
Pink
Elvis.
Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon.
Elvis.
Darn it.
All
The
right. no, it's
Beatles.
good.
The Beatles, Abbey Road.
Oh,
White Album.
no.
No.
All right. Are we in the wrong? Can you give us an error?
Rock and
Led
roll.
Zeppelin.
What's an era?
Rock and roll.
Led Zeppelin.
All right. Rock and roll.
Oh.
Aerosmith.
Def Leppard.
No.
Tom
Bon
Petty.
Jovi.
Bon Jovi's a good
We're
one.
from Australia.
Oh,
AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Back in- Back
Really?
in Black.
Wow.
ABBA
Yeah.
Dancing Queen.
But I did have Back in Black when I mean, everybody did.
Back in Black.
That's true. Everybody had it.
How many did they sell?
10 million.
Not as much as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's
Thriller.
gotta be down
There you
below
go.
60,
See? Now you're
67. Yeah. We're gonna go 50 million.
Up
See,
just a tad.
All right.
See,
53.
52,
Down just a tad.
51.
51 million?
51.2.
Wow.
see, Michael had already, Jackson had already sold the first 2 years. That's what led him up to the Pepsi commercial. And then in 84, he had 84, I think, is when he had the Pepsi accident. Because he had that sponsorship by Pepsi. And then, yeah.
What
I
year?
know.
Bill.
That is a weird one. AC/DC is hard to believe that would be the
Yeah.
second
I
one.
mean, it was a great album. though.
Yeah, but I
AC/DC?
mean- Yeah.
But
I mean, you wouldn't think it was that great, you know?
AC/DC. What year, Craig?
Back in Black was okay. For those about to rock, I was a kid. I'm trying to think.
86?
I'll scroll to 80.
84, maybe. No, I'd go before that. Back in Black was way lower.
81.
80. Yeah,
80.
some
80.
80.
Yeah. All right. Number 3, remote.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah. Dark Side of the Moon.
That's a good
How many
album,
they sell?
too.
I knew it was
That's a
up there.
great
That was the
album.
first album I ever bought.
I love that album. I still
That-
listen to that all
Yeah.
the time.
Welcome to the machine.
But I like all the Floyd. I like everything. Even Mother. You ever heard Mother? Can you make him go? Oh,
Dude,
gosh.
David Crowder sings a
I'm
Wish You
gonna
Were
rock.
Here.
As soon as I get off of here with you fools, I'm gonna rock out to some Pink Floyd.
Hey, remote, type in Dave. Sometime when you get spare time, David Crowder that sings a lot of the
Religious song. He's good.
Christian. Yeah, he
Yep.
does a good version of "Wish You Were Here."
I'll check it
Awesome
out.
version.
I haven't listened to any of his stuff. I'll check it out. Thanks, brother.
Dave Crowder, he does the one, make
Run,
the devil,
Devil,
go
Run.
Run, devil, run.
And he
I got
sings a whole-
something, make the devil gonna run.
Red Letters, Back to the Garden.
Here we go.
Oh, he's got a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah,
How many they sell?
Night Maryland.
Who?
Pink
Sell
Floyd.
what?
Pink Floyd. How many they sell?
All right, so it's third.
Forty-
So it's
Less than 51.
45.
45,
Up a little bit.
46.
47.
46.1.
Wow.
What year?
78.
Lower.
Oh,
76.
Lower.
4.
Two.
73.
73.
Oh, wow.
All right. Now
Oh,
this one's going to
years
throw
old.
you all off. Number 4. This one's going to throw you off.
Madonna.
Elton John.
Engelbert Humperdinck.
No monkeys.
Okay.
Simon and Garfunkel.
No.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah. Chip. Well, Chip didn't get it, but that's going to come up here soon. I'm going to
Remote.
tell you so we can get through this. The Bodyguard.
Oh,
Oh,
Whitney
shoot.
Houston.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
That was a good, yeah.
The royalties off that alone made Dolly Parton quite a lot richer.
Yep.
We'll always love you.
How many?
36.
42.
Up,
40, 44?
43.
up,
It's
40.
that close.
45?
45.3.
Wow.
That was a crack album.
Damn.
What year?
1983.
Close?
92.
84.
92.
I remember they kept playing that dang video over and over and over on MTV and everywhere else.
That was in 92.
92.
I
thought it was
actually
a lot
liked that
younger
song
then.
by Dolly Parton, but I didn't like it by Whitney.
What is wrong with you, remote?
Islands in the stream.
Number 5.
Oh, Shania Twain.
No.
What genre?
Well, it's got.
Tony.
I don't know what genre it is. I guess it's pop. I guess pop. I guess it'd be.
New Kids on the Block.
No,
Kenny Rogers.
In sync. In sync.
it's someone else has already made the list. This guy's repeating it.
Oh, wow. Wait, what?
Michael Jackson.
Yep. Well,
So he has number 1 and number 5.
Black and Bad. No, wait a minute. Hang on. Bad.
what year? Or how many?
89. 89.
No.
Well, you're close, Craig.
84.
88. 88.
No.
I was in high 80s, 90. Was it 90?
87.
87.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much did he sell?
38.
41.
Up,
39.
42.
up,
0.2.
40.
43.2.
41.
43.6.
up.
44.
44 and a half.
44.4. Yeah.
Wow.
That's close.
All right, number 6.
Deep Purple Machine Head.
This guy just died a while ago.
Who's Deep
Not too
Purple
long ago.
Machine? What?
Not too long
Meatloaf.
ago, but a while. Who?
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
What's the album?
Bad
I will
Out of
do
Hell.
any-
Bad Out of
I
Hell.
will do anything for love.
But it was a Bad Out of Hell was the name of the album.
40. How many did he sell?
41.
40, 41.5.
41.1.
Outlandish got it. 43.
Oh.
They've already Googled them.
What year?
87? No, 86. No, wait, earlier than that.
No. Oh, well, wait a minute. The first Bat Out of
78.
Hell.
78.
The first Bat
77.
Out of Hell or the third one?
77. 77. Damn.
That's the one that has that by the dashboard lights.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
love me
dashboard lights.
forever, will you love me?
That was a good album.
Yeah.
All right, number 7.
Prince.
No,
Oh well.
someone already guessed it a while back.
Shania Twain.
No,
Beatles, the Beatles.
no,
Twisted
Bill-
Sister.
Billy Joel.
no.
Eagles.
Deep Purple Machine Head. Oh,
Diamond got it. Eagles. Greatest
Eagles.
hits.
Eagles.
Camo's live.
Greatest hits. Yep.
All right, Camel's live. We'll go over there real quick. So I'll just
Stand
wrap this
on
up for you. Eagles, 42.4 million, 1976. Now here's, I think Chip got this one. Number 8
There's a Hotel
is,
California.
Champ.
Come On Over. Shania Twain, 41.1 million, 1997. Number 9 is the Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, 1977.
Yeah, that was pop. Oh, look at that sausage. Nice.
And number 10, what do you think number 10 is?
Van Halen, 1984.
Nope.
Sorry, Lance.
Rumors. Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, Fleetwood.
yeah.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
40.1, 1977.
Yeah.
Tell me lies. Tell me lies.
Who holds the record for the most diamond certified albums?
Michael Jackson.
Gotta be Jackson.
Nope.
No.
Beatles.
Nope.
Neil Diamond. I don't know.
Who's been
Country.
you two? Oh,
Country.
wow. Willie
Denia.
Nelson. Willie Nelson.
No.
Johnny Cash.
Country.
Oh.
Newark.
What's
Country.
Johnny? Johnny's country.
Well,
Charlie Pride.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Wow,
Yep.
what a gay! I didn't even think about him.
How many diamond certified albums does he have?
13.
No, less.
7.
Up.
9.
9.
Oh, it's up. Wow.
Good medium. Good guess.
Yep. The other, there's a bunch of them now. I think there's 22 that have diamond albums. At this time, there's 3 other ones. It was the Beatles had 6, Zeppelin had 5, and Shania Twain and the Eagles had, I think, 2. I think.
I would say Zeppelin should have been in there.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the first black artist with diamond albums?
Charlie Pride.
No, first black
McCoy.
artist with diamond albums.
Oh,
Michael
Otis
Jackson.
Redding.
Otis Redding. No.
Whitney Houston.
Oh,
Oh,
Whitney. Wow.
Right.
So she was a lot bigger than I thought she was.
wow.
That's about all I got. So Camel's on.
What Bobby Brown said too.
Princess
Whitney like to
Gloria.
you.
Princess Gloria said in the chat, she said the Queen died 3 days ago, but by BBC rules, they can't announce publicly until tomorrow. It has been leaked on Twitter.
Whoa,
Okay.
and that could be true because she
So-
has been at Windsor.
If that happens, then you guys can count on things probably going to go sideways, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much
because
going
that's
to
one
shit.
of the markers, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
Hawk said Ray Charles, and I love Ray Charles, man. That was the
Loved
guy
him.
who inspired
So-
me to sing.
So,
But he
so
couldn't
they-
see. He couldn't see worth a shit remote. He couldn't see nothing.
Hey,
Stevie Wonder
I tell-
was good too. I
tell
like
you
Stevie
what,
But he
Wonder.
couldn't see shit at all. Diamond, great
Yeah.
singer, just couldn't see anything.
here's
Yeah.
one that'll boggle you. How did Ray Charles? He was blind. How did he see to shoot himself with heroin?
Oh, by feel. You can learn by feel with that. No, he probably had somebody help him.
He always had a
First,
he always
at
had a helper
first-
because he was blind, so he always had a guy there. So
Yeah.
thanks, Connie.
If Jeff
All right.
was paying me, I'd check his oil. If you get my drift, you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm getting money, I'm gonna do it.
I got you. I
Right.
got you, buddy. I got you. I'll remember
So,
that.
so by Kim Clement's prophecy, have they figured out who the angry, yelling, angry, screaming woman is?
Chip. Chip said Ray Charles is a great bus driver. I don't know if that's true.
What gets me is Oprah Winfrey bought Stevie Wonder one of those brand new Rolls Royces quite a few years ago, right? How's he going to see to drive that?
Exactly. How does he even know
A
what it is?
$500,000 vehicle. The one with
He
the
ain't never
you
seen a
open up
Rolls
the
Royce.
passenger door and the umbrella pops out. I mean, come on.
He lost his eyesight at a young age. I don't think he's ever seen what a Rolls Royce would look like.
No, I'm sure he knows what it feels like to ride in one though.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Hey Diamond. Diamond's leaving. Love you, Diamond.
love you,
Thank
Diamond.
you. I gotta put her to bed. Thank you. Good night,
Love
everybody.
y'all.
Give
Camel
your
Carl.
granddaughter a hug for us, please.
I don't know if I want to go there, Jeff.
Just love y'all.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to Carl's. Is he on right now?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Oh,
I'm going
good.
to
So you don't
Carl's.
see this. You ain't got to go there if you don't want to. But you should.
All right. Thanks for coming.
Thank you,
See you
Jeff. We
next
loved you. It was a great night.
It's good support, Carl.
Good bunch. Yep. Look,